Hello, powerful people. Welcome back to my channel, Manifest with Sierra. And first off, I just want to say sorry that I have not been making any videos lately, but I've kind of just been having so many ideas of things that I want to talk about. But then when I get in front of the camera, it's like not like a writer's block, but kind of like a creator's block where I kind of freeze because I feel like, not freeze, but I just feel like I want to provide, good content to you guys. And, like when I'm talking on the phone to people, friends, and family, I feel like I'm literally in the flow. Like stuff just comes out, like literally, like I'm channeled. But then I get in front of the camera and it's a whole nother story. And then I replay the videos and I'm like, dang, I forgot to say this or I should have said that. But I don't want to be in my head and get in my own way because at the end of the day, I'm doing this because this is what I love to do. And if I could just help one person, who's going through something or trying to manifest something, then that is fine with me. So let's jump right into it. Today, I want to talk about a sure way to manifest what you want, and that is to just be delusional. I know delusion has like this stigma of you're crazy, if you're delusional, but at the end of the day, being delusional is basically seeing something that's not there. And I mean, what is faith? The same thing. You have to see something in order for the unseen to come in. So basically, if you want to manifest, let's say, a significant other, you have to already feel like you're in a relationship. You have to already feel like you're loved. Whether you don't know who that person is yet because they haven't entered your life yet, or whether you do know who that person is, you have to already feel like you're in a relationship. And I know most of the time people, they kind of affirm negative things about relationships like, there's no good men out there. All men are dogs. I'm just so tired of no good men. It's like, you know what? If that's what you keep affirming, that is what you're going to get. You have to be delusional. I don't care if you've only had men that are no good. You need to know that there are good men out there. A lot of them, and you have to know that you can get one of them if that's what you want. You have to see the unseen. So you have to take your attention basically away from the fact that you think that every relationship that you've been in has gone to hell. No. You have to seriously, you can't serve two masters. It's either your relationships are hell and they're always going to be hell, or you can get in a good relationship and all your relationships have been good. Revise the old relationships, because if you keep on thinking that, oh, every relationship that I get in is good for a while and then it's not, guess what's going to keep happening? You keep talking about the same story, the old story. You're going to keep getting that same story. Switch it up. Affirm that you've always had good relationships. Affirm that any relationship you get in is good. Affirm that any man that you get in a relationship always treats you good. That you always get a good man that caters to you and does right by you. Stop affirming what you don't want, because you're just going to keep reiterating it, and that's what's going to keep showing up in your reality. I mean, it is what it is. And don't, your reasoning logical mind will say, well, that's what it always is. I'm not going to lie to myself. Well, guess what? You might not want to lie to yourself, but by keep on perpetuating that same old story, and you keep affirming that is what you're going to keep getting. So it's time to change, make a new story. make a new story, and um, create something new. On the topic of affirming, you have to really speak greatness into yourself, because if your self concept is I mean, what are you going to attract? If you don't even think highly about yourself, how is somebody else going to think highly about yourself? And I know that's generic to say, because we've always heard, I mean, I know I have ever since I was younger, that if you don't love yourself, who else is going to love you? And I mean, that is literally a true statement. Speak life into yourself. Say that you are great. Say that you are the best. Anything and everything you do, you succeed at. Success has no choice with you. You're going to be successful no matter what. I am great. I am loved. I am the best. I am whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because if God is within you, why wouldn't you want to speak greatness to yourself? If God is within you, why would you have a self concept that you're not worthy, or you're not loved, or that you're anything less than great? You know what I'm saying? Affirm and speak positivity in you. Even if you don't feel great at the moment, still say it. Yes, like again, your logical and reasoning mind will reject it and say, no, you're not great. Because let me tell you why. Remember the time you did this? You're not great. You're not this. You're not that. You're not smart. Excuse me, you're not beautiful. But guess what? The more that you continue to drill that into your head, the more that you will see results, the more that you will start to feel great, the more you will start to feel confident, the more you will start to feel love, that no matter who loves you, as long as you love you, that's all you need. You know what I'm saying? If God is within you, speak greatness to yourself. For he that does that, it will show up. It will show up. Faith, it has to. If you believe in yourself, if you believe in the reality that you want to manifest with conviction, key word, conviction, convincing yourself that what you are saying is true, it will show up. Now, when I was younger, and I'm sure it's other people that remember this, especially if you were born in the 80s, at least. um, I remember when the teacher used to make students write out either on the chalkboard or in a notebook 100 times, I will not talk in class. I will not talk in class, over and over again. I used to thought, what kind of punishment is this? Do they want our hands to hurt real bad? Like, this is weird, But when I got older, it dawned on me. They wanted us to repeatedly continue to write out, I will not talk in class, over and over again, because they knew the power of writing, first of all, I or I am statements, knowing that that would impress your subconscious mind, so that yes, eventually you won't be talking in class. I don't know, if the teachers knew that at the time, but whoever made that be a punishment knew the power of that. I don't think kids have to do that anymore, but I highly doubt it was to, make a student's hands hurt really bad. And I mean, it could have, and you kind of think twice, like, I don't want to have to do all that work. But to me, I feel like they did that because they knew the power of repetition, the power of writing things down, and impressing your subconscious, getting into your mind so that it can manifest. Again, just make sure that you are being delusional to your desires and affirming what you want. You can instantly flip the script in your mind when your mind is being negative. And sometimes being negative is comfortable, it's predictable, we're used to it, but it's time to get uncomfortable and start declaring and affirming what you want, because if a person is thirsty, what are they going to seek? What's going to be their desire? Their desire is going to be to get something to drink. Their desire is not going to be like, oh, I'm so thirsty, but I'm just going to let myself be thirsty. I don't want nothing to drink. I want to just continue to be thirsty. No. If you thirsty, your desire is going to be to get something to drink. If you're sick, your desire is going to be healthy. If you're in prison, your desire is going to be free. So just keep your forefront, your mind on your desires. Affirm what you want. Even if you don't see it right away in your 3D reality, eventually it will show up. But again, you have to do it with conviction. You can't one day say, you know what, I am abundant, I am rich, and then the next day you check your bank account, you mean like, F this doesn't work. Nah. You have to keep affirming what you want. If you are poor, you have to affirm that no, you always have more than enough. And guess what? The how is none of your business. Do not worry about how your manifestation is going to show up. It can come from anywhere. Do not condition it that, oh, my money has to come from the lottery, or my money has to come from my parents, or my money has to come from working this job. No. You can get money from anywhere. There's an infinite amount of ways that you can get money if if that's what you're seeking. There's so many ways that we know not of. It is none of your business, okay? Just go live in the end, live in the wish fulfilled, as Neville would say, and go for your desire. Don't worry about the middleman. Don't worry about how you gonna get it. When you are hungry, all you know is that you are hungry, and you know that you're gonna eat. You might not know when you're gonna eat, where you're gonna eat, if you're gonna cook, if you're gonna go out to eat, but guess what? You know that you are gonna eat. So cut out the middleman, go straight for your desire. All right, that's all I'm going to talk about today on the topic of being delusional. But just, you know what? You can have whatever you want. And I know every time I'm about to stop, I end up saying something else. That's why you got to watch to the end. But literally, just don't worry about this reality. We always go off of what we can see, taste, smell, touch, hear. But you have to really know that everything that your real reality is within. If you're not right within, I mean, it's going to reflect in your reality, in your 3D reality. Convince yourself up here of your desire. Once you do that, I mean, literally, once you do that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's going to come. And I know some things are harder for others. Like some manifestations are easier to convince ourselves of than others, is what I'm trying to say. It's easy for some people to manifest getting a job because they automatically have that belief that any job I apply, I get. It's easy for some people to manifest getting money. It's just a natural thing. It's easier for some people to manifest success because they already have that programmed into them for success. Some people don't even have to do much. But guess what? Keep on affirming. Keep on writing it down. Keep on believing that what you want is already yours. It'll eventually show up. So, alrighty then, powerful people. Until next time, later.